Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching Young Justice Phantom's episode 21. This marks the end of Rocket's storyline, as it seems we're moving into a Zatanna storyline for the final one of the season. At least, I assume it's the last one. But, as far as the end of this storyline goes, we finally see the plan with the Phantom Zone projector, as Mantis, Malala and this version of Zod happen to try and open up the Phantom Zone to bring out the Kryptonian prisoners. And the Kryptonian prisoners happen to also find out that Superboy wasn't sentenced there by Krypton, and also that he might not even be dead to begin with. Which, again, does seem to be a little bit of a cop-out considering the storyline that started the season. And now, here we are at episode 21, and he might not actually even be dead to begin with. That's going to merit some serious explanation in the last storyline for that to work out. But anyways, we do get a really awesome fight scenes involving Tomar-re, Garrick, the Old Flash, the Foragers, and even Rocket and Orion. And I do actually really like the storyline between Rocket and Orion, considering Orion may not be autistic, but he does clearly have issues to deal with that could be transferred over to an allegory for mental illness, especially considering his rage mode tendencies. But yeah, Malala tries to take advantage of that, but thankfully Rocket and Orion's trust in one another is enough to break through the mind-breaking technique, and therefore Orion is able to actually overcome him. And I really like how Orion's been handling it while also dealing with his claustrophobia and his other tendencies that mainly come with being a son of Darkseid. Sounds like that kind of thing really sucks. But on top of that, we get a new Green Lantern in this episode. I do think that part of the storyline was a bit rushed, and it does feel a bit out of nowhere, especially since it involves one Green Lantern falling so another can rise up. But considering said Green Lantern has died multiple times in DC's universe, I'm pretty sure you'll know who it is based on who I'm saying it is. But considering how many times that character has died, I almost think this is just an obligatory, here's another universe where this Green Lantern bites the dust. And yeah, said character is very unlucky in the DC universe. But aside from that, I was a little skeptical about this storyline involving a character who's used as an analog to autism or other people with mental disabilities, but for the most part I think the storyline handled that okay. And it did offer some really good action for Studio Mir to flex their animation muscles on. On top of that, I do appreciate how the storyline was able to basically feel like it was able to play out without too many things interrupting it. There were a few flashes to other bits of the story, such as Lord Zod also taking most of the future heroes hostage so he can actually escape, but for the most part this one stayed pretty focused throughout. And I do think that this is another example of Young Justice Phantoms being generally an improvement over Young Justice Outsiders. But with 5 episodes left and with one more storyline to go, how are they going to wrap this season up? I'll see how they start that next week.